Intro: the people who walked away when you needed them the most, the ones who turned their back on you, doubted you, ignored your pain, they were never meant to walk with you into the future you're building. Yes, it hurts. It always hurts when the people you care about choose to disappear at the very moment you hoped they would show up. But here is the truth: you must never forget. Their absence was their answer, their silence was their decision, their betrayal was their lesson. And your responsibility now is not to chase them, not to question yourself, not to replay the past over and over again. Your responsibility is simply to move forward. Because every time you look back at who hurt you, every time you reopen a wound, every time you revisit what broke you, you slow down your own healing. 1. When they hurt you at your weakest, there are moments in life when you expect the people you love to hold your hand, support you, and stand beside you, but instead they hurt you, ignored you, or walked away without explanation. This pain hits deeper than anything else because it comes from those you trusted. When someone disappoints you at your weakest moment, it leaves a scar that feels almost impossible to forget. But here is a truth you must understand: their behavior had nothing to do with your worth. It was a reflection of who they were, not who you are. People reveal themselves most clearly in moments of pressure. Some show loyalty, while others reveal their selfishness. Their hurtful actions weren't your fault, even if they made you question yourself. You were not too much, too emotional, or too needy. You were human, and you expected humanity in return. But instead of receiving care, you were met with neglect. That moment is painful, yes, but it is also powerful, because it teaches you one of the biggest lessons of life: not everyone deserves access to your heart, and not everyone is capable of giving the love and support you give so freely. 2. Why you must not look back. It is natural to wonder, why did they hurt me, or why didn't they stay? But the more you look back, the more you allow their actions to control your present. Every time you revisit the past, you reopen wounds that were meant to heal. You relive moments that no longer deserve space in your mind. Looking back keeps you stuck in the same emotional loop: pain, regret, and confusion. And you deserve more than that. You deserve progress. You deserve peace. You deserve a life where your heart isn't chained to memories that drain your strength. Not looking back isn't about pretending the pain never happened. It's about choosing yourself, choosing healing, choosing the future over the past. Because when you stop looking back, you start seeing the opportunities in front of you. You start building a life free from the weight of old disappointments. You begin to grow into someone stronger, wiser, and more self-aware. Moving forward doesn't erase what happened, but it prevents what happened from controlling the rest of your life. Looking back keeps you in the story. Moving forward lets you rewrite it. 3. Your healing is more important than their return. One of the hardest truths to accept is that closure does not come from the person who hurt you. It comes from you. Many people wait for an apology or a sudden change in behavior. They wait for the person who hurt them to come back and fix what they broke. But healing doesn't work that way. Healing begins the moment you decide to prioritize your emotional well-being over your desire for explanations. Wanting closure is human, but depending on someone who has already walked away only delays your growth. Your healing matters more than their return, because your future depends on it. Every step you take toward healing makes you stronger. Every boundary you set protects your peace, and every decision to move forward frees you from the grip of past pain. When you stop hoping they will return, you give yourself permission to rebuild your confidence and self-worth. You begin to understand that the pain they caused does not define you. You define you. And once you choose healing over waiting, you step into a version of yourself that is no longer controlled by the behavior of others. 4. What their absence teaches you. When someone leaves you during your lowest moment, it teaches you more than their presence ever could. Their absence reveals their true character. It exposes their priorities, their loyalty, and their emotional capacity. But more importantly, it teaches you about yourself. It teaches you that you are capable of surviving without the people you thought you couldn't live without. It teaches you that your strength grows in silence, in struggle, and in solitude. And it shows you that sometimes the people you lose are the very things that were blocking your growth. Their absence pushes you to depend on yourself, to trust your instincts, and to deepen your relationship with your own soul. It teaches you to build boundaries, to choose people wiser, and to never again settle for less than you deserve. Absence is not always a loss. Sometimes it is protection, sometimes it is redirection, and sometimes it is life clearing your path so better people can walk into it. The people who leave your life do not define it. They simply make room for those who will value you in ways you've always deserved. 5. Your future is bigger than your past. Your past may hold pain, betrayal, and disappointment, but it does not hold your destiny. The future ahead of you is filled with possibilities that are far greater than the people who failed you. You are not meant to stay stuck in old stories written by those who didn't appreciate you. You are meant to write new chapters, stronger, brighter, and more aligned with your true worth. Never look back, because what's coming is far better than what's gone. You are evolving into someone stronger, wiser, and more resilient. The pain you endured is transforming you into someone who knows how to choose better, love better, and protect your peace. Your future doesn't need the people who hurt you. Your growth doesn't require their approval. Your success doesn't depend on their presence. You are walking into a life where your circle will be smaller but more genuine, where your heart will be guarded yet open to those who deserve it, and where your purpose will matter more than your past. Leave behind what broke you. Carry only the lessons, and walk forward knowing this truth: the best version of your life still lies ahead of you, and nothing behind you can compare.